The Man and His Horse. A heart-touching story. Once there was an old man who lived in a tiny village, although poor. He was envied by all, for he owned a beautiful white horse. Even the king coveted his treasure. A horse like this had never been seen before. Such was its splendor, its majesty, its strength. People offered fabulous prices for the steed, but the old man always refused. "This horse is not a horse to me," he would tell them. "It is a person. How could you sell a person? He is a friend, not a possession. How could you sell a friend?" The man was poor and the temptation was great, but he never sold the horse. One morning, he found the horse was not in his stable. All the village come to see him. "You old fool," they scoffed. "We told you that someone would steal your horse. We warned you that you would be robbed. You are so poor. How could you ever protect such a valuable animal? It would have been better to have sold him. You could have gotten whatever price you wanted. No amount would have been too high. Now the horse is gone and you have been cursed with misfortune." The old man responded, "Don't speak too quickly. Say only that the horse is not in the stable. That is all we know. The rest is judgment. If I have been cursed or not, how can you know? How can you judge?" The people contested, "Don't make out to be fools. We may not be a philosopher, but great philosophy is not needed. The simple fact that your horse is gone is a curse." The old man spoke again. "All I know is that the stable is empty and the horse is gone. The rest I don't know. Whatever it be, a curse or a blessing, I can't say. All we can see is a fragment. Who can do what will we come next?" The people of the village laughed. They thought that the man was crazy. They had always thought he was a fool. If he wasn't, he would have sold the horse and lived off the money. But instead, he was a poor woodcutter, an old man still cutting firewood and dragging it out of the forest and selling it. He lived hand to mouth in the misery of poverty. Now he had proven that he was needed a fool. After 15 days, the horse returned. He hadn't been stolen. He had run away into the forest. Not only had he returned, he had brought a dozen wild horses with him. Once again, the village people gathered around the woodcutter and spoke. "Old man, you were right, and we are wrong. What we thought was a curse was a blessing. Your privacy is important to us. Any information you provide to us via this website may be placed by us on survivor locations in countries outside of the EU. If you don't agree to such placement, don't provide the information." The man responded, On once again you go too far. They only that the horse is back. State only that his dozen horses return with him. But don't judge. How do you know if this is a blessing or not? You see only a fragment unless you know the whole story. How can you judge? You read only one page of a book. Can you judge the whole book? You read only one word of one phrase. Can you understand the entire phrase? Life is so vast, yet you judge all of life with the page or one word. All you have is one fragment. Don't say that this is a blessing. No one knows. I am content with what I know. I am not perturbed by what I don't. Maybe the old man is right, they said to one another. So they said little, but down deep. They knew he was wrong. They knew it was a blessing. 12 wild horses had returned. With a little work, the animal could be broken and trained and sold for much money. The old man had a son, an only son. The young man began to break the wild horse. After a few days, he fell from one of the horse and broke both legs. Once again, the villagers gathered around the old man and cast their judgments. You were right, they said. You proved you were right. The dozen horses were not blessings, they were a curse. Your only son has broken both his legs, and now in your old age you have no one to help you. Now you are poorer than ever. The old man spoke again. You people are obsessed with judging. Don't go so far. Say only that my son broke his legs. Who knows if it is a blessing or a curse? No one knows. We only have a fragment. Life comes in fragments. It is happened that a few weeks later the country engaged in a war against a neighboring country. All the young men of the village were required to join the army. Only the son of the old man was excluded because he was injured. Once again, the people gathered around the old man, crying and screaming because their son had been taken. There was little chance that they would return. The enemy was strong, and the war would be a losing struggle. They would never see their son again. You were right, old man, they wept. God knows you were right. This proves it. Your son's accident was a blessing. His legs may be broken, but at least he is with you. Our sons are gone forever. The old man spoke again. It is impossible to talk with you. You always draw conclusion. No one knows. Say only this. Your sons had to go to war, and mine didn't. No one knows if it is a blessing or is a curse. No one is wise enough to know. Only God knows.